right. Looks like we're good. Got a different phone. That's why I have a phone right here. There's a phone over there. So trying this phone out. It was from our internet people. Man, I look kind of small. I should I move this up? Let me see if we can scooch this forward. Let me see here. I look like a midget on there. Dun, 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 dun. Is that better? I don't know. Something. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna get on with the video. Forget it. This phone barely fits in this contraption I had from before. Like barely fits. It's like the screen is like so freaking big. Which I don't like those kind of phones actually, because then I worry about breaking them. But okay, so fix the hair. What this is, Bloodbath news. And the list of immediate changes is going to go into effect for version 5, which will be carried over to version 6. As you guys know, every year it's like something happens. Either the Allies are winning or the Axis are winning, or what happens a lot actually you come to Atlanta, it's like 50-50. Though this past time was not so 50-50, but it was the first year. But we was a lot more people playing prior in pregame though. A lot of people playing way before the event this past year. But typically, in the past, it's 50-50. And then as people keep playing the rest of the year, they find ways to, destroy the other team. So, but this year, Axis are just dominating. And I blame myself a little bit, not because, I make the rules, but remember, I wanted to make the VPs higher. And everybody said, no, don't do it. Well, maybe they should have been higher. But so to keep with popular demand and not raising up the VPs, try to keep them at 12, what we have is a list of things that are going to happen that are now in effect. If you are playing version 5, I recommend you adapt to these changes. And we're going to go through these changes right now. First off, VP adjustments. No VP changes. They're all the same points. Adjustments. So Pacific Islands is going to be 5 islands up from 4. The Imperial point is going to 55 IPCs on the tracker up from 52. The Atlantic Wall is going to be up 5 units per territory up from 4. That's the easy part. The fun part. I'll get to the fun part in a minute. Let's go to the NOs. There are some going to be NO adjustments. First off, Japan NO. We're going to cancel the Burma NO. So take it off the card. That card will no longer exist. United Kingdom is going to actually get a new card, and it's going to be +5 if Portugal is allied. Okay, so remember that. Cancel Borneo. Card's not even in effect anymore. United Kingdom +5 if Portugal is allied. I still feel I wanted to give a bonus last year too for Portugal being allied, and that was outvoted. And I think they need it. Just the Spain is there's not enough repercussions for hitting Spain. So like I said, it's a couple of these things that are broken is I wanted to fix last year. So this year, man, but like I said, I don't want you guys out there playing this version 5 and just like the Axis are just dominating. Now granted, if you're just playing with you and your buddies for the first time, you're going to have a blast. It's going to be fine. But if you go up against a advanced Axis player, you're going to get dominated if you don't know what you're doing. So this is why this is pretty much check good players versus good players. You get average and average. The old rules are going to be fine, but this is the I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. This is it now. This is it. Okay, so back to the NOs. I'll just start from the top since I started jibber jabbering after my sip. Also, everything that I'm talking about, I will post on the website, sireblood.com/community. If you go to sireblood.com, you're going to get this page that says coming soon, kind of, sort of, but not really. It's been there for like 4 years because they kind of soon, but not really. So /community. I need to actually just link that one to hit both. Like I need to link sireblood.com to go to community automatically, but that means I got to get back into the code and yeah. Okay, so NOs. Remember, canceling Burma NO. United Kingdom, +5 if Portugal is allied. And United States, at war, per 3, per territory, if the United States controls any of the following: Iwo Jima, Okinawa, Palau, Marshall, Caroline, Taiwan, Marianas, and there was another one, Hainan, or something like that. Not on my list, but I know there's another island in there, Hainan, or whatever it's called. So, +3. That means when you take Caroline, it's already $1. You're going to get $4 now for Caroline. And maybe a little more motivation. I gave you an NO to do that last, on the last one, you had to have so many to get a bonus. Nobody was doing it. Well, let's try 3 per, just like we did for Japan. Japan now eats them up at 3 per. Let's balance that back out with U.S. getting them a 3 per as well. Next one, +5. Now, before I go on, cancel every other U.S. one. Okay, this is a whole new U.S. This is not in addition to. These are the new U.S. NOs. Okay, at war. Where let's lost. Okay, at war. At least one land unit in Casablanca. Obviously, that's to represent Operation Torch. Card 69 will remain the same. That's the Normandy-Paris one. Another one. You automatically get the 10 bonus for no longer being neutral. So once you are at war, you get a $10 bonus. There's no more going to be, you have to spend on this side to get an NO, have to spend on this side to get an NO. We took all that off. Next one, at war. All these are at war. So +1 per originally controlled territory the United States controls. U.S. starts with 17. So typically you'll lose Philippines on turn 1. So you'll be down to 16. Maybe if you lose Guam, you're down to 15. But either way, you start with 17. If you have all 17, you get 17. Just 1 per. And last but not least, once the United States enters the war, they will collect a one-time payment on their collect income phase, which varies by turn. If you are brought into the war on turn 1, you get nothing because America's caught with the pants down, wasn't expecting anything, you get nothing. If you are brought into the war on turn 2, you will get 10 IPCs free. If you are brought into the war on turn 3 or higher, you will get 30 IPCs for free. So, let's back this up a little bit. Typically, U.S. collected 77 before. You never really collected that because as soon as Japan brought you into the war, you lost Philippines, which meant you were down to 5 NO, and you were down to 2 for the territory, which means you were automatically being at war. Your first payment was 70. With this new format, if you lose Philippines from the get-go, you will still be collecting 76 because actually these equal up to 17 to 10 and the 52 equal to 79 up from 77. Now that might sound like small potatoes, but you're not losing the 5 NO and you're not losing the 5 NO. So basically you had, can't talk, man. So you have 69. If you're down fill, that's only 3. 79, that's 69. So you have 79, you're down 3, 76. So out the door, you're already collecting 6 more IPCs per turn than you would have in the original way. Now it gets better because if Japan waits and doesn't bring you into the war, well, guess what? On your turn 3, you're going to collect 30, which means you still have fill. So that's 79. You're going to collect 30. You're going to have 109 going into turn 4. That's something Japan has to watch out for. And we're hoping that will trigger some effects that Japan will actually bring U.S. into the war a little sooner. If not, well, you're going to get 109 IPCs when you collect on turn 4. Okay, and that's it for A&Os. Now, what is awesome, this is the exciting part. The turn order is changing. Yes, the turn sequence is no longer going to be the same. Finally changing it. All these years, I always try to stay close to out of box just because as people are used to. But you know what? The out of box turn sequence, in my opinion, is broken for 2 reasons, and they are both fixed in this adjustment. The first reason is the Italian can opener. Just like, that's so ridiculous. It's just like, you just can't do that anymore. It's out. And China, the sequence of China going after UK, because what would happen is China would do their turn, they get a buck or 2, UK would do their turn, liberate a couple territories, the money is lost because it actually went to China, but China never gets it because that territories are lost again before China even gets to go because Japan retakes them. So a constant ping-ponging of those territories, those IPCs are always lost to the Allies. Nobody gets it. They're washed out. Japan gets it every time. Allies never get it. So this turn sequence changes. That turn sequence is as follows. Germany, Japan, US, UK, China, Italy, Commonwealth, France, and Russia. So what that's going to happen is, think about it. Before, Germany would go, Russia would go, Italy would go, Germany would go, Russia would go. Now, basically, what would happen is you have, you guys all know, but this is for people that have no idea. What the heck's an Italian can opener? Germany would do their turn. You have a bunch of Italians here ready to blitz through. Boom, boom, kill these guys over here. And then Germany would move into that, totally overpowering any chance Russia has to take those territories back and slow the advancing army down. Well, now, Germany has to can open. So that doesn't work because Germany's going to go and Italy's going to go. Now, turn 1, but they're out of position on turn 1. You can't can open on turn 1. So by the time the turn sequence comes around, Germany will invade, go into Russia, and then Italy would go into Russia and be the potential can opener. But guess what? Russia goes next and will be able to kill those Italians because there's no way to reinforce them. Hence, now Germany has to only move. They can't blitz through anymore. It's just going to be 1 and 1 and 1. Now, granted, your Italian army is big enough to withstand a counterattack. That's all in your strategy. Do it, don't. It's going to take more resources, though. You're not going to be able to blitz through anymore with 3 guys and a couple of tanks, hold the territory, and wait for the 40 German units to pile in with you. I guarantee you get there with 3 or 4 Italian guys in a tank, Russia's probably going to kill you. So that should really help the Allies out. And the turn sequence, like I said, now with China going after UK, so China will be able to gobble up. I mean, UK will go and help out China. China will go and then collect all the income. There's no more territory lost for Allies on getting the IPCs. So those are the changes that are immediately in version 5. I will work on getting it into the book. We might just have this I might just put on the website and that's it, because 6 is coming out, and 6 has more things to add to this It's going to be a lot more fun. But for now, this is to help balance out the Axis just dominating in version 5. And what we're going to do now is play these games with this. You guys can play the games with this, and we can get more feedback before Atlanta. And there is another event in Chicago coming up. So if this data needs tweaked before then as well, we can tweak it for his event as well, for Madman Moose Cow over there in Chicago. We'll get this fixed for them. But there'll be no more features added until Atlanta. So that's it. I think that covered everything. I went to do this video earlier in the week, just didn't have time. I'll rephrase. I kind of had time, just didn't have desire. There's so much other stuff going on. It's just like, then I just get tired, man. I just can't do it. So that's it. So good luck with the new stuff. I'll get this on the website, sireblood.com/community. Which way is the slash? I'm not sure. Try both. Just the typical way. I think it's this way. No. Yeah, it's this way. Well, it's opposite of you because you're looking at me, but you know what I mean. So, you know. That's it, man. Well, thanks for watching, and good luck with the new stuff. And we'll make this more official on the site. Maybe we can go over a couple of videos if we need to. Also, too, if there's anything about the rules that you have questions about, you could always go to sireblood.com, and hopefully somebody answers. Like I said, I meant to be on there more, but in case you didn't know, my daughter died, and since then I really have not been involved in the community at all. So I just been like, yeah, at all. So this is really the first. I did go to St. Louis, but I didn't even mention I was going to St. Louis. I was just there, and then I wasn't. You know what I mean? So, but also, if you have any questions too, you could always post on one of my videos. Typically the newest one. We don't have to be talking about anything in particular, but I always see the comments right away. So there's a question, you might get it answered on this video, like now-ish, but not on this video 2 weeks from now. You know what I mean? So, but always sireblood.com/community. You can always ask questions there, and usually somebody answers. Typically it's not me, but there are people there that answer. And that's it. I don't know how long the video was. My eyes are going bad. I can't even see. But I think hopefully this works out. Like I said, it's a new phone. I have no idea what the sound sounds like. I have no idea what the picture quality is. I have no idea. This phone just sucks. So we're going to find out when I upload this bad boy, and we will see. All right, guys, cheers. And we'll talk soon. I just don't know when. I don't even see the off button for the record. There's nothing over there. I gotta go figure this out. You see, is it a square? There's no red button anymore. What's this one? All right, later, guys. Hopefully this works. Nope.